So, I'm here on the island of Terceira in the Azores. That's not how you pronounce it in Portuguese, but it's could be a beautiful day. It's a beautiful location at a conference on subsurface life in the universe. More likely, the first place that we'll look for subsurface life on an extraterrestrial body is the moon, which is not a very favored place according to that's the current paradigm. But I'm with a lady, a professor emeritus at the University of New Mexico in Albuquerque, who is a geomicrobiologist who does a lot of work in caves and has a different view of all this. And then the next place we'll look is Mars. So Diana Northup, I think that's how you pronounce your last name.
It is.
Um,
Good job.
so, so tell me, um, why why are we looking in caves? How does that help us potentially find subsurface life off planet?
Okay, so the reason that we're looking at caves is because they are sheltered from UV radiation that for a planet like Mars is a problem. Because life here on Earth can withstand a lot of UV radiation, but not the levels that we're looking at on Mars. So, and also we think that the caves, because they are sheltered, we've also discovered that things that look completely non-biological in the caves we're studying actually have a great deal of microbial diversity, including what we call a lot of dark matter. So microorganisms that have not been discovered before, that we don't know how to classify until we study them. And so it's revealing like a whole new world in there, and in many other places on Earth. But
So this is unlike dark matter, the astronomical dark matter. This is a dark matter here on Earth that is organic, that is biological.
it's microorganisms that have not been previously discovered and classified by either growing them or getting complete genome sequences for them.
And I mean that's amazing because we've classified so many microorganisms,
Oh,
so
there is so many more.
so many more.
I mean, what we have classified is actually fairly small. If you look at the new tree of life they made, there are these areas of the tree of life where there are these little red stars all on the outside. Those are divisions that have nothing grown and that we can really identify what it is. We can only get their genomes.
So how will this help us? How does this change the paradigm for both looking for life potentially on the moon? And that's not a favored place to look for life because we know there's water and permanently shaded craters, probably at the South Lunar Basin, the South Pole, and probably at the North Pole as well. But we don't think there's any liquid water at the moon that we know of, correct? So, how does this? I mean, you kind of are in the minority.
No, I didn't mean to imply that I think we'll find life there, but it's a good place to start looking at the caves and what they're like in that area.
Uh-huh.
It's much better to look at Mars. And at the conference here, there have been some really good suggestions about different places to look.
But it is possible that we might find microfossils in a permanently shaded crater on the moon.
Well,
Not extant life, but maybe even some
I
microfossils.
don't know how likely that is, but it's a place to practice some of what we're doing.
And by the Artemis program returning to the moon, this all builds on our knowledge to be able to more efficiently look for life on Mars, correct?
Yeah, and also characterize what are get used to how to characterize what are the minerals that are there that might be energy sources for microorganisms that live in a cave. But but yes, our better possibilities are really on Mars.
And you think that it's a real possibility that if we can find a cave that's old enough on Mars, we might find microfossils?
I think it's possible. The question is, are there old enough ones? Because a lot of the caves are newer, but there might still, at least there might still be remnants from material that that the caves are set in.
Okay. Well, Diana, I thank you very much for your time today, and I hope you are enjoying the conference.
I am. Thanks very much.
Thank you.